So I finally watched K-pop Demon Hunter, and I was just surprised. Like I had watched most of the songs, so except the few, most of the songs I watched them, and they're coinciding clips. So I knew a decent bit of the movie, but God, it was good. Like it was worth the hype, considering that it has been like 2 months, maybe a month, 2 months, who knows? Like 2 months since it came out, and me finally watching it. It's a Netflix series. I don't think it came out in theaters, as far as I know, and I just want to talk about it. I think it was well worth the hype, honestly. And mind you, I will talk about spoilers, so if you somehow haven't watched it, is somehow a possibility, go watch it. It is not that long considering how movies tend to be. Like an hour and a half, like hour 40 minutes as far as I remember. It's incredibly fast paced. Like one of the very few gripes that I have with this movie is the pacing. The pacing is like Mach 12. Like they're going turbo right out the gate. Like they introduce the villain 20 minutes in, they uh, flesh out villain story now we're in, and as I was watching it, and I was like, what? This is fast. Like, whoa. Like, I think I know why it was fast paced, because people want to watch fast paced movies like that. But best guess mine is like it was very fast paced for my taste. I mean, they had to finish in an hour because I guess they only had an hour worth of production. The songs were great. I think the major part of the quick pacing is that this is a musical. This movie is a musical. So I think they had a limited number of songs, or maybe a limited number of quote unquote good songs. So that could be a reason. Story really isn't that deep. Like it's about fighting your inner demons and showing yourself more. That's about it. Like there's a big calamity, there's demons, and we have to seal them. And the one of the main characters also is also half a demon. So yeah, personal demons, like in the quite literal sense, showing your own demons and dealing with your own demons. Like, fair enough. This, the animation of this was very good, honestly. Like, they mixed 2D with 3D animation, like 2D sprites, like the faces, certain faces, not constantly, a few faces that they do, and the eyes sometimes, occasionally, and the ending scene, the ending, like post credit scene, the credit scene had fully was 2D animated, so it was quite a change. The 3D and the animation in general was really good, in my opinion. Since I basically only watch animation, who would have guessed? I think my humble opinion that the animation was good and really fun to watch. Like another thing that I liked was the comedy. So don't know what part of it I really liked, but considering how fast-paced the movie is, majority of it is comedic, and most of the jokes landed with me. Like the eyes turning from eyes to abs to popcorn, corn, buttered corn to popcorn. This gag continuing, this them stuffing their faces in the first few scenes. All of it, I really liked it. Like most of the movies that are produced by Sony nowadays, like animated movies, are good. Like I don't know why, but something has changed since. Actually, probably it's not the change. It's just that they take quite some time to make a movie, and eventually, when they do, it happens to be a good movie, like their previous movie, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and before that, Into the Spider-Verse. Those masterpieces. I think they did Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, but I could be wrong on that. So, considering all that they have done in animation, like the animated movies, like the ones I mentioned, it's no surprise the animation is good, but the story is very fast paced. Like it has quote unquote romance. It's fine by my standards. Mostly songs are good, and the animation, and as I've said, the pacing eludes me. I just don't get why they did it so quickly. Like it goes from this see plot point to plot point to plot point to plot point to end. This. I don't get why they go this fast, but that is just my humble opinion. So, as far as I'm concerned, the speed is fine. Like, it's fast, but it's good. So, just keeps me off balance. Like when I went into this, had no expectations whatsoever. Like I knew nothing, so I knew not to expect anything except that the songs would be good, and some animation scenes seemed to be interested. Like from all I knew, this was all that I knew, and the pacing just caught me off guard. Like I know I'm harping on this one point, but the pacing was blazing. The speed that this starts and ends is intense, and I mean, it's maybe because they have a limited time frame, and they have to tell a story, which is fine, but that's the only gripe that I have. I really like the last music scene, like the "Let Me Be Your Idol" song. I like that very much. It was fun, and yeah, well, as I've just watched it, like finished it, and have came here to talk about it, and in that shorter time between me watching it and me talking about it, I bet this is mostly what I've got. Like to give you a spoiler, this is what happens. Movie starts with a plane crash and the main villains, demons getting killed, a few, and then the main cast, the heroes, jump out and land on stage, perform their music, then go straight to the second musical. Well, try to go to straight to the second musical, but during the performance, the lead performer loses her voice. Then they go to a pharmacist for some throat tonic. Then, after going from throat tonic, they meet the villains, who are a boy band of 5 people. Then they try to kill them because they they watch them be they realize that these villains are demons, so try to kill them. Then they fail in killing them when the lead villain slash love interest, the main love interest, is gets introduced and talks about what he is. Saves the main love interest saves the main character from being humiliated, and then the main character starts talking to the villain. She starts understanding her point of view, then goes back and forth, then finally bitches that they could that the main villain could end up on their side, the winning side, after can end up on the winning side. But then, after hatching a deal for the heroes to win, it goes cattywampus, and the villain betrays the hero. The love interest betrays the hero, who then shows her demon side, which then gets seen by her friends, which then leads her the band to quote unquote disband, which leads her to go to her master slash foster mother and complain that she didn't love her enough, and then she went to the concert, which was the villain's concert, and after Let Me Be Your what was the song, Idol, Let Me Be Your Idol plays, she busts in, ruins the whole, I guess ruins would be wrong word, takes center stage, and her friends who got disillusioned get their soul granted to them, and they fight off the villain, and then the main love interest sacrifices his life to fend off the big baddie. And by the way, I really like the big bad because he's just funny in my humble opinion. Like, it's just weird juxtaposition to think what you would think a villain to be and what the actual villain is. Like, he's mostly a chill guy, and besides the end, because at the end he gets lobotomized, because of course I guess they would maybe run out. That's because I think they were running out of screen time. But then the sacrifice happens. The good guys win because the main love interest sacrificed his life and granted the main heroes superpowers and basically upgraded them, and then they beat the big baddie, and then hurrah, cutscene, movie's over. So yeah, that's about it for my review of K-pop Demon Hunter. I got recommended this from a friend, from my cousin, and on the internet. So yeah, I had to watch it before I watched a review about it. So yeah, that's about it for me. Bye.